As firefighters will tell you, most of the victims pulled from residential fires are fatalities. The Longview house in this story was a total loss. But this time, our firefighting heroes found the unconscious man in time.
En route, we were told by dispatch that we had a victim, or it was thought that there was a victim in the house. The neighbors indicated that he was in a back bedroom area. I had Eric, my driver, set up for an attack line. I had Casey, who was my firefighter for the day, get a hose line in place.
Whenever we know that there's somebody inside and there's a known rescue, obviously there's a little bit more element of adrenaline. It's not something that we do every single day. The one thing that made it more of a situation than normal is that we were the only rig there for a long period of time, and that knowing that our second incoming unit was a medic unit that didn't have more water or more capability to put the fire out, so we were kind of it. That obviously gets the adrenaline going a little bit more.
And we're going in to rescue this person. Eric was outside. After searching those areas, we didn't find the individual. The house was getting fairly well involved, and that probably the best chance for the gentleman that was in there, because we couldn't find him right away, was for us to get water on the fire.
Fire District 2 arrived on scene and came up, and I told them that they needed help inside.
It's a bit of a sinking feeling having somebody tell you that someone's in an area of the house, and you go search that and know that they're not there.
All we knew when we showed up was that there was one team that had gone in, a two-man team, and we knew they had gone in. Difficult part about fighting a fire that size when a house is that well involved is doing a search on top of fighting fire. So those guys had their hands full just keeping the fire contained.
I had to tell them that this isn't a normal fire, you need to get in there and help them because they've been in there for a while and they need some help.
We had 3 bedrooms and a bathroom to search. When I went in, I figured I'd go right down to the bedroom, stumble over and pull him out, and we'd go back and have lunch and it'd be a good day. And it just didn't turn out that way.
And when we got in there, we decided to go to the last area that there was a confirmed sighting of the victim. Real smoky conditions, black. It was extremely hard to see, as it usually is in a structure fire.
So dark in there, the smoke was pretty heavy and low. Once we got in there, actually when we got on scene there, he kept telling us that he was last seen in the bedroom, which was on the far right of the building, the opposite of the fire.
When we found out that there was 2 more helpers in there, our bell had went off, and we were coming out because we were out of air.
And I remember hearing on dispatch that he was possibly in the kitchen, so I kind of yelled to Troy I was going to do a quick secondary search in the kitchen, and I thought I saw a hand or something of some sort, but so I looked back and I started feeling around, and it was a body.
There was so much heavy smoke and toxins in the house. Just a rough estimate, I don't think he would have survived had he not been found within the next minute or so. Once we got him outside, we could tell that there was some burns to his body, but he was not breathing on his own. He did have a pulse.
You don't really think about it. The adrenaline's going. You don't really notice it until you're done with the call and realize, that was a good one.
No, at the end of the day, it makes you feel good because when you go to a fire, that doesn't actually happen very often when you pull somebody out and they survive.
I've been in the fire service for 15 years, and the only extrication I ever done of victims, they were already deceased from the fire. And so that was the first time I'd ever been part of actually rescuing somebody from a building and them surviving it. Hard to sometimes recognize that and really take any credit because you know that it was a full team effort, and it's not something you did on your own.
I talked to the chaplain yesterday, and he said that he's actually doing pretty good. He has burns. He still has a raspy voice because of the smoke inhalation.
I want to take this opportunity to thank, from the bottom of my heart, the 5 firemen that pulled me out of this house when it was on fire. I know for a fact that if I'd have been here 30 more seconds, I wouldn't have made it. And I just want to take this time to thank all you guys. You gotta excuse my voice. My voice hadn't been the same since the fire, after you guys got me out, I spent a month and a half in an induced coma in Emmanuel Lutheran Hospital. And then after that, they shipped me to Sunnyside Hospital, and I spent a month in the burn center there. So my voice will probably never be the same, but that's okay. I want to thank you guys again. Thank you very much, Johnny Names.
Well, that evening after the fire, I mean, talking to some of the career guys, I mean, they come up to you and, you know, so they worked the whole career, you know, for having that opportunity, you know. I mean, here I am, 21, and just to have that opportunity, it's almost surreal. It didn't even happen. It's just a rush. Hard to believe almost. But just, you know, in my position, anyone would have done the exact same thing. It's what we trained to do, and it's in the right place, the right time.